Now we've left the Alice, been on the road a couple of hours, and we've come to our first sort of interesting stop really. This is called Ryan's Well. Now this is a well that was dug by a bloke called Ryan, Edward. And it's about 100 feet deep. And he dug it in 1890 for, why did he dig it?
Because for people who were stuck out in the desert,
stranded,
like animals or
camels,
people,
and he dug it
cows.
by hand. And it's on this side of the road, and of course the road wasn't here, that highway over there, which is the Stewart Highway. But he dug it, and it went for some way under the ground so that camels and people who were
travellers
dying of thirst could actually exploit the water here. So it's an interesting thing. We've crossed the on day 21 of the van tour west, Sue and Sam's surreal sojourn into the sunset. Man, you think we labour to do this. It's just so hot. It's 40 degrees as we speak, but you know that we do that. And we've crossed the Tropic of Capricorn, so we are now between tropics, where the Tropic of Cancer, of course, is in the northern hemisphere. So we're in the tropics again, in Arnhem Land. Arnhem Land.
Not yet. Getting close.
No, we're in Arnhem Land.
Yeah?
Yeah, I reckon. So, but I'll tell you what, the next time we stop, just up here, called Tea Tree something, Gorge, Tea Tree Station.
Yeah, there's a stop at
I'll tell you, it's a unique part of Australia. Won't tell you why now, but when we stop there, we'll let you know why it's a unique part of Australia. But there it is. This is it.
Well,
Nothing here again. There's the van going beautifully. And the tug. You cleaned the tug yesterday. It's spark-a-lark-a-lark.
goes faster now.
Yeah, it slips through the air. Anyhow, we're having a driver change. You're going to drive from here on into Tea Tree.
Okay.
Right. Well, as you can see, we've stopped at the Aileron Roadhouse, and this is the Aileron man. Mark Egan is the sculptor of this native man, who is 17 metres tall, for no reason other than it's a nice piece of sculpture on the way to Tennant Creek. And it's a fair way away. We've decided not to climb up it for several reasons. A, because it's hot, and B, because there's a hell of a lot of snakes around. But it's interesting, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Just another thing to look at on the endless journey across the middle of Australia. You wait till we get to Tea Tree next. I've got a very interesting thing to tell you about Tea Tree. But that's the native man by
8 ton of steel.
8 ton of steel. Reminds me of that song, he was a 15 pounds of clay. Oh, I don't know who sang that. Anyhow, before we get burnt to a crisp, we're going back to the truck, but there it is, well worth the stop. What do you reckon I'm looking at? That is the toe of a marvellous sculpture, I presume by Mark Egan. This is of a tall native woman and child. And have a look at the, well, I reckon that's, not a monocle, is it? What is that?
Goanna.
Goanna, that is some goanna. That is absolutely brilliant. Have a look up there. That is the companion to, she said his name was Neville. Bit of wind coming up, can you hear me? I think they called this person Annie. Non-binary, gender neutral, so we got the bloke up on the hill, and the woman has just speared the, what a marvellous sculpture of a, well, whatever that is, a monitor lizard. That is brilliant, isn't it?
Wonderful.
Wow, it's well worth stopping here at
Aileron.
Aileron. Don't look it up. Aileron means they're the tail rudders of an aeroplane, an aileron.
Aileron NT.
Aileron, and I think you're right. I don't think we're in Arnhem Land. We're in the Northern Territory, but we're that far away. Whoa, that far away. Now, we're trying to keep out of the wind, so we're not wind blowing. And luckily it's only, we got some shade. It's only 42 degrees, but not in the shade, probably 41 in the shade. Now we've stopped about 2 hours out of Tennant Creek, And this is a feature called, amazing feature called the Devil's Marbles. You can call it big balls, or you can call it the giant plums, the giant's plums, or agates, whatever. But the polite name is the Devil's Marbles. These are granite blocks which have been eroded by water and wind over millions of years. And they're huge, well, they're huge balls of granite. And it is quite staggering if you have a look. There's a lot of them, you can see. A feature, look back through here.
Big
They're
balls.
huge balls of granite, great balls of fire. And look at this little baby over here. Look at this monster here. How'd you like that over your eye as a wart? Look at that, it's extraordinary. There's plenty of them. No point showing you any more than what we're showing because they're just balls of granite, but a extraordinary feature in the middle of nowhere on the way to Tennant Creek, which we can't get to quick enough because the bloke who answered the phone said, I said, by any chance do you have a swimming pool? He said, my word we do. I said, we'll be there. Anyhow, it's fantastic, it's hot, it's humid, but the Devil's Marbles, a cute name, on the way, isn't it?
It is. Great balls of fire.
I said that earlier.
Did you?
Yeah,
Oh,
the heat's got you.
obviously, he wasn't listening to you.
Was there too much wind?
No, I
Only
think
coming out of my gob.
Yeah.
All right, get back in the truck. We get the air conditioning on.